Hello dear viewers. The dictionary meaning of the word liberal is a person who accepts ideas and opinions different from his own. But the Indian liberals or pseudo liberals are exactly the opposite of that. The Indian liberals target just one community, Hindus. They change their position on issues and they say everything that is anti-India. In this video, we'll try to expose these liberals. The first thing about pseudo-liberals is they love to denigrate Hinduism. Let's take the example of this online news portal, The Wire. This article was published in The Wire one day after Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji passed away. This article basically says that Atal ji was the right man in a wrong party. It says Atal ji was a secular humanist, a liberal, but he somehow got entangled with the RSS, which The Wire conveniently assumes is a fascist organization. It then points out that Atalji also wrote this poem called Hindu Tan Man Hindu Jivan, implying that his identity, his body and soul was nothing but Hindu. All in all, this article stains the image of Atalji by linking him to hardline Hindutva. And think about it, ladies and gentlemen. One day after one of the greatest leaders of India passes away, The Wire immediately jumps in to tarnish his image. Let's look at one more article from The Wire. In this one, the author says there's growing saffron terrorism in India, and he refers to this picture of Lord Hanuman and says, look at the mean expression on his face and the saffron background. This clearly indicates there's some kind of danger ahead. Now, if you aren't wearing blinkers on your face like The Wire, you would see it's only a creative picture of Lord Hanuman that shows how daring and valiant he actually was. But channels like The Wire will not miss one opportunity to show the saffron color in a bad light. The Wire also has a specific section on its page called Communalism, and this section basically targets the Hindu right wing. Almost all the articles that you see target the BJP or the RSS or Hindus in general. You know how these people say, don't link one community with all the bad stuff? But this is what these people do every single day in the most orchestrated and systematic manner. The second thing about pseudo-liberals is they're often hypocritical when they take a stand on issues. Look at these tweets by pretentious columnist Shobha. In this one, she describes Jallikattu, a Tamilian sport involving a bull, as barbaric and brutal. But in this one, she proudly announces on Twitter that I just ate beef. Look at these tweets by spin doctor Sagarika Ghosh. When US kills Osama in Pakistan, she says it's a strong signal that surgical strikes will happen with or without Pakistan. But when India performs counter-insurgency operations in Myanmar, she says we are violating Myanmar's sovereignty. To take a third example, let's look at Indian Express's coverage of women's rights. The Indian Express says wearing ghungat is patriarchal. It shows that women are vulnerable, subservient, and under constant threat to honor and dignity. But when a 29-year-old woman becomes Canada's first hijab-wearing news anchor, the Indian Express shows this as some kind of an achievement. So for the Indian Express, wearing ghungat is patriarchal, but wearing hijab is an achievement. So these are few examples of hypocrisy. The third and probably the most disgusting thing about pseudo-liberals is that they often support terrorists and terrorism. When Afzal Guru was convicted, here's how our liberals reacted. Our pseudo-liberals have also defended the greatest acts of terrorism. When 26/11 happened, Arundhati Roy justified the brutal killing by calling it a tolerable retaliation to the secret agenda of the Indian state to wipe out Muslims and other minorities. This woman is a political activist in India right now. Congress MP Digvijay Singh blamed the RSS for the Mumbai attacks. And senior Congress leader Mani Shankar Iyer defended the Paris attacks by saying that ISIS was acting on behalf of powerless Muslims who are now retaliating against the West. And the last one, and this one is my favorite, guys. Congress mouthpiece Quint actually tried to improve the image of Osama bin Laden by publishing this article.